Hey, creative ones, it's Melissa. Happy day 3 of the 12 days of New Earth creation. Live from my bathroom here in Bali, candlelit. Wanted it to be sacred, like silent night, yeah. I'm not in the bathtub this evening. I actually had a spa day this morning and had a wonderful herbal scrub, Balinese herbs, and flower bath, and during the day. So I'm not bathing this evening, but I did want to come on and do a quick video and talk about your gift for day 3. So this is a really important video. In fact, right now it's the most, important as people are waking up, as people are evolving with this great shift, these energetic leaps, right, of consciousness that we're experiencing on every dimension, right? We're waking up to our multidimensionality. It is essential that we, realizing I didn't really set this up right, so we're gonna do this quick because I don't have a tripod set up. So your soul's purpose is what will align you with the right people, the right resources, the protection, the energetic protection, really, right? Sometimes I feel like I have like a legion of angels, right? Like a choir surrounding me, even through the hardest, most challenging initiations and times. Yeah, I feel that protection, especially when I remember and when I realize and I acknowledge and believe that they're there. Our beliefs create our entire reality. So if you believe that, your purpose is not important, then it won't be, right? You'll miss out on that very foundational root, if you will. And there's so many myths about purpose. Like, it's not something outside of you. It's actually coded in your heart, in your soul. Your soul's energetic blueprint, which we talked about yesterday. So if you haven't seen that video, definitely go and check that out. Because that is the foundation of your soul's purpose, but it gives you a sense, and it's actually one of the first things that I do with my clients. So, and if you're here, say hello. So if you don't know your soul's purpose, book a session with me. I will also honor the Abundant Creative as a free gift if you do book a session with me, if you have yet to experience it, because the money mindset, the abundance mindset is so key. Because if not, you can know your purpose until the cows come home, but if you're still believing in lack, if you're still believing in scarcity, if you're still creating and living and perpetuating programs of fear, it will be very hard for you. You will stay in resistance, right? Essentially, you will stay in resistance instead of taking action that aligns with your soul's purpose, right? Because you will be controlled by those programs, by that conditioning, by that karma, by the fear programs, the ancestral trauma, whatever you want to call it. There's so many layers to it, yeah? So you want to be discerning and you want to be aware. But it's interesting, over the years, I've seen colleagues and other coaches be like, oh, it's not about purpose. Your purpose is just to be, or something like that. And it's like, well, yeah, and if you're watching this video, you have a specific mission. You have a specific purpose that you are being called to activate within your life while you are here on the planet. And it's the key to your happiness, fulfillment, livelihood, health, wealth, love, everything, right? And so if you stay in denial of that, if you stay in resistance to answering that call, right? This is your clarion call. Then you just miss out on all those gifts and actualizing yourself. Does that make sense? You know, I've not highlighted my hair in a year. A little tangent here, and I'm really loving the darker hair. What do you guys think? I have an appointment to do it on Sunday before this party that I'm sort of co-creating here. Christmas holiday solstice party here at Commune. And I'm kind of ambivalent about it. Like, do I want to go back to blonde or do I want to just rock the darker? You know, just get a few highlights. I'm having some gray come in too. But I'm totally, it's like I'm just so at peace with it all. Like I can see where it was such a mess. Not that I might not highlight my hair again or go super blonde or who knows, maybe even platinum. But I'm really enjoying the season of transparency and authenticity and, you know, all the masks coming off. So back to purpose. So I will share my purpose with you. My purpose has not changed since I did this work with my mentor about 15 years ago. And even though like I can see part of my purpose or the way that it's being expressed shifting and expanding in different ways that I hadn't thought of until recently, until this year, until being in Bali. And really feeling called to share my gifts in a different way, which I'll be sharing more about in here. I mean, I'm still going to be training facilitators and doing business coaching and coaching on sovereignty, like the sovereign creative. I love, like, I'm really passionate about that work right now. It's, you know, 6 weeks immersion with me. It is, I feel like that's also where most of my clients are getting the best results, because it's an immersion. And when stuff comes up, especially right now, everything is so accelerated, like it's gonna come up and we get to move through it. And there's no hiding when you work with me. Anyone who's watching this who's worked with me, you will know I'm a bit of a truth seer and a fire, you know, starter and a flamethrower and no, just kidding, not kidding. So my soul's purpose is to be loving and kind while I am honest and fully self-expressed with myself and others as we create a world that is abundant, joyful, and free. And that feels so deeply aligned on every cell of my being, and it has for 15 years, even as I've evolved, as Fire Tree Studios has evolved, as the Fire Tree Method, as I have evolved, right? As my life has evolved. So what's interesting about this, yes, I have a process for taking you through it, and there's a step-by-step, and it just clears so much distraction and bullshit out of the way when you know that, I feel like, and especially when you have someone who can witness that for you and hold that space for you and hold you to account. Like my clients that are repeat clients that have worked with me over the years, that's the first thing. Like, I'm like, what's your soul's purpose? And where are you out of alignment with your own soul? What needs to shift? Where can you get more honest with yourself about that? That's the gift you give to yourself and to the world, is living your soul's purpose, living a soul-led life, right? Answering that call of your own soul, of your own heart. Nobody else is going to give you that level of fulfillment, that level of love. It has to come from you. And when you get that, when you really get that, it's an amazing journey. Truly amazing. Like miraculous, beyond wildest dreams, right? So, something else I wanted to say about that. Oh, the beginning, my purpose is to be loving and kind. So kindness is a value, core value of mine. And if you've done the concentric circles with me, where I use Randy Buckley's template from Healthy Boundaries for Kind People, incredible course. I highly recommend it. And it's where you really understand your values and you put them in a circle to see what your boundaries are. And boundaries are like a spine. Randy always says that, and I think it's so beautiful. Or a river. I like the spine analogy because they can be flexible, right? Like, you can have structure and flexibility. That's the inner union, right? That's the masculine and the feminine working together. Not so rigid, you don't have enough feminine energy. And if it's too flexible, too fluid, too flowy, too much feminine energy, there's nothing anchoring it, right? So the first two words, I also saw somewhere, like, I'm a master builder. 22 is my master builder number. July 22nd, it's all in my numerology, and I'm the master builder of peace. I also saw today in a numerology report where 22 was also symbolic of kindness, and it made so much sense to me because kindness is such a core value of mine. So my soul's purpose is to be loving and kind. Huge, right? That's sort of the container that I express myself in, while I am honest and fully self-expressed. So honest is the Excalibur, right? That's the fire of truth, right? That's the sword of truth. That's the Excalibur, the flame, the truth, the Holy Spirit. And there's so many ways that you can speak about that. But it's the sword of truth. So I do speak the truth. I see the truth, and I may speak it to you, especially when I'm working with a client. And I do it in a way that is loving and kind, you know, and kindness can be, it is loving and kind to be honest. And I think we've really lost that in our culture and our conditioning, and we're bringing that back, obviously. We're waking up to how imperative that is for us to start living more truthful, more honest. Stop wasting our time with deception of ourselves and each other, right? Such a distraction. While we create a world that is abundant, joyful, and free. So I am loving and kind with myself. I'm embodying loving and kindness as I speak honestly and fully self-express. That means, like, I have to create and express every single day. That's part of my, with myself and others. Like, if there's something unresolved, I need to work with it within myself, and then in every relationship I'm in. No, you know, stone goes unturned, if you will. And then the other piece to that is, what was the other piece? And that's how we create heaven on earth and the fifth dimensional and beyond realities. Joy, that's how we create a joy-filled, abundant, and free world for everyone. And that's my contribution, my unique gifts, my soul's purpose in that. Of course, it can be expressed in many different ways. I do that with the Fire Tree Method. I do that with Fire Tree Studios, my work now, training facilitators, working with clients one-on-one, doing groups, raising my child, living and being on tour in Bali, birthing a school here, a wild school, world school. Yeah. So all the ways I get to express that. It also, I think, really helps you anchor in and get clear on who you are. Like, when I had my purpose, it just made everything so easy, and I felt so grounded in myself. And that was 15 years ago. And I'm always very purpose driven. That's a big part of why I love having a coaching framework within the expressive transformative arts. Oh, I have a little one that just woke up. She went to bed early, fell asleep in a movie, and then he just woke back up. Okay, so I'm gonna wrap this up, guys. Want to say hi, sleepyhead? Okay, I won't do that to you. If you're here, say hello. Sending you so much love. So the gift today is your soul's purpose. I will put a link to the to my calendar below. I will also put a link to the Abundant Creative and the information on the facilitator training. Early bird enrollment is open until the end of the year. So if you're interested in becoming and joining the year-long mastery training, so many exciting things happening this year. I'm super passionate about training facilitators in the creatorship, in this co-creative way. It's beyond healing, right? It is evolutionary growth. It's mastery. It's 5D. It's quantum business. It's quantum creative. It's equitable relationships. So there's no more hierarchy, right? In these dimensions. Okay. All right. I'm going to sign off, guys. Let me know how you like the video, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.